All right, you guys know where we're at. So, Tokyo Auto Salon 2026. You know it's going to be a fun one. I'm going to drop down these stairs, fix my hair, because who knows what that's going on. But I'm going to drop down these stairs. We're going to start getting at it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think. If you're new to my channel, if you like what I do, hit that subscribe, hit that notification. I'm going to run around Japan for this, 2 weeks? We're going to do everything we're doing here with Tokyo Auto Salon and all the chaos that comes after that, and then keep having fun. So, you guys let me know what you think. Drop those comments. We're going to run through, and that's it. We're going to start having some fun. All right, so this year we came and entered in on the other end. So I'm starting all the way down in Hall 1. And what I'm going to do is just kind of run through, start highlighting everything for you, show you guys what's down here. You got Xcity down here. Got their S15 full drift spec. I mean, this is it. Like, I don't know. For me, S15 drift spec. If you're not gonna leave it like wingless and just kind of run it super smooth, do it full race prep, full drift prep, and just go at it. So this row for me is always just one of the best rows for consumers. So we got Xcity, we got Fujitsubo, which, you know, that's who I have on my EK9, and they always have really cool displays. So look, they're showing headers to turbo catback, downpipe, and then the rest of the way back, and they're showing, look, so not on the race car, they have it flipped sideways. So you got your brake ducts, you have your headers, which are heat wrapped. And then, of course, it goes down through the full exhaust system. You can see on the race car, they heat wrapped it all the way down to the rear muffler. All the way through the resonator and everything's been wrapped. So it's really cool. They always have really interesting displays and interesting ways that they show how their exhaust systems run. This was coming from the Tokyo Auto Salon. One of the reasons I picked them up for my EK9, and one of the reasons, not only that, but I mean, their power getters, what I have on my EK9, I absolutely love the sound. So I love their display. Like I said, just running down, you're gonna see, look, I got Blitz, I got Trust, Greddy, I have HKS. So just right away, right down this first row, is so many of just the heavy hitters. You got REMI over here with their RX-7 setups. I'm gonna have to play dodge them with everybody, but you know, look, FC on Endless. It's got the front end with the like updated, almost FD style front end on it. Down to their wide body race car, they got a RX-8 over there. I'll have to get you guys as I run through. FD. And then on this side, of course, we have Blitz. If I can cut through. Blitz will have their cars on demo. This is a cool wrap. I like this kind of wrap layout that they did on this. But really clean setup, nice display. Show everything. So they have like their intakes here. They're showing their brakes over here. Turn their music all the way up on me, but whatever. You know, all the different exhaust tips options you can do for which ones come with what. Of course, the merch. So if you want something for merch, looks like they have their OMP stuff here. All their like shoes. Carbon. Oh, look at the helmets. The helmets are good. All right, I gotta run away because they're playing music. I wanted to go through Greddy, and see if Greddy has a shift knob, I think, that I wanted. So I'm gonna go over here. Let's see if we can find it, because if I can find it, I think we're gonna have to stop in and pick it up. I don't know, let's see. Different steering wheels. I like the blue. Oh, see? But then I end up in like a stitch pattern, and I like the stitch pattern. So we could do a wheel. I need to look in their cabinets over here. Their cabinets, there was, see, they had the Sakura shift knob that I did last year. That was, so the Sakura shift knob right there I did last year. They have a new style one. That's not the new style one. I got that one last year. I don't know, I don't see the shift knob I was looking for. All right, so little sidetrack. Come over here and see what they have. I'm gonna look in this front cabinet over here, see if I can take a peek in that, and see it. Look how nuts it is here. Just look how busy. Look how busy everybody is. I'm gonna look in this other cabinet, then show you, of course, what's over here in HKS, and we'll just keep going and keep having fun. Take a peek over everybody here. I don't see what I'm looking for there. All right, let's run through HKS. HKS is, if you want merch here at Tokyo Auto Salon from HKS, you got to get it day one in like the first 20 minutes, because otherwise they legit just sell through everything. They sell through everything super fast, usually on the first day. So like any of their merch stuff, they have everything on display. They got a little GR Corolla. So, oh, that's cool. Look, little crankshaft on display. That's actually really cool. Little HKS watch. But yeah, if you want something from HKS, you gotta do it right off the bat, because they legit sell through their stuff right away. What do they got for steering wheel? Oh, they got a deep dish. Oh, they got the Nardi. They got a Nardi steering wheel that's a deep dish. Ah, I might have to come back for another steering wheel. Is it wrong to have two HKS steering wheels? I don't think so. I think that's all right. Let me flip you guys back. Mitsubishi has a really cool display over here. All right, so let's get back to talking about the cars. We have, in HKS's booth, we have the GR Yaris running the Advan GTs. They don't have the hood open, so I can't really run through all the goodies, but look how good the Endless look on this thing. We'll go to clutch over there. We'll get to them in just a sec. Let me show you guys the rest of what's in HKS. I'll give you a little show of that. So they have their Yaris demo car. The HKS seats are cool though. What do you guys think of the HKS seats? I wouldn't mind that. I actually really like the HKS belts. And then it looks like they have their deep dish wheel. I don't know. And the HKS quick release. I think I'm gonna have to go back for the HKS quick release. They got their FL5. I really like the two-tone on the GTs. So they have the metal finish, but inside they're black, which actually works really well, because with them being black, like, it makes it so much easier to clean. We've kind of had that discussion. But HKS with their FL5 looks good. I'll see if I can get you a little front shot. We'll come around. And then, of course, flagship, you have to have, running the Advan GTs again, you have to have the R35. You do. This is all the way down the GTR lineup. Like, it really, the 35 is just the continuation, just, as much as you might not like it as much as the 32s, 33s, 34s. The 35 is definitely a continuation of like that lineage. So they have their concept version here, 4.3 liters, step 2, all the updates, all the upgrades there, so you guys can see that. But they've got that there. Let me see what Greddy's got over in theirs. A lot of FL5s here, which is cool. It's good to see the support for the FL5s. You got the little mini trucks. The Suzuki trucks are always fun. All right, so that is literally the first row and how the rest of Tokyo Auto Salon is going to go. So I'm going to start going through. We'll start running through, and what I'll do is I'll start highlighting everything I find out here. The Apex Series road calipers. These are really cool. I'll have to see. These are really interesting, and I like how they're all skeletoned out because, of course, lighter weight. You know, those are what, 6-piston. So I don't know. Those are pretty cool. There's definitely some talking I'm going to need to do with some of the vendors around here. And then the other thing is the merch. It's what do you want to get? You know, do you want to get die cast out here, shift knobs out here? Who's your favorite brand? Because they're definitely going to be selling something. So you got the GR4 and Project Muse, along with all their race pads and braking equipment that they offer. We got Rookie Racing. I actually haven't seen them before. Let's see what they've got in their booth. Big Y body, all matte with like matte carbon. Looks good. Up Garage is over here. I'm gonna try not to dodge around too much and go row to row for you guys. Go to Clutch with their ND. If you guys don't know about Tokyo Auto Salon, if you ever see a whole group of dudes like this, the reason being is the models are over here. So anytime you see just a huge group of dudes with a bunch of lenses, look, this is what they're doing. Okay, so they're getting their pics of the models. It's always funny. All right, so let's see what else we got. No, they're grouping. They're doing interviews. Oh wow. So where are we? We're over in Advan over here. So let's see what we got for display. We got their race tire. This is how we should be painting the side of our tires, just to look just like that. That one's pretty cool. So that's their Advan racing tire that they have on display. They're showing their wet and dry for it. Let's see what else they've got in their booth. You got a WiseTech, Porsche. Oh, looks like Porsches are what they're going with. So got another Porsche and then looks like an NSX on display. That's a cool mix. So they're running newer body Porsches, and then after the newer body Porsche, they're coming back to, you know, that JDM heritage that we all love, and they've got an NSX on display. Everything's in like this flat. It's going to be hard to see, but like this flat white type of paint. So this is like pure matte white. It's really interesting. It looks like it's just a matte white wrap, the best I can tell. And then they did the same thing with this Porsche. The other Porsche is gloss white. Let's see what they got back here. I almost missed the race car they got back here. Oh, we're gonna see this hopefully at Time Attack. This is the all carbon Soarer that runs Time Attack. This is crazy fast. This is one of the you know, off and on fastest ones, you know, that you get to see run out Time Attack at Scuba. So that's cool. I'm glad I took a little walk back here for you guys. All right, so look, Ray's still over there. Got Akrapovic exhaust. I'll try and walk you guys back through this section. All right, so Yokohama and Advan. Nismo's doing something over in their booth. Doing a big interview. What I'll do is on ones like this, where there's just a mob of people for an interview, what I'll do is I'll just come back to it and I'll show you guys later, or I'll loop back through and show you guys. Otherwise, it's just too hard to try and get you guys stuff. So across from Nismo is Top Secret. Top Secret always has just a great grouping of cars. Let me see if I can get a little closer, and I'll show you guys. There are a lot of people here on a Friday. Normally Friday is a little bit more empty. So of course you got the 35, 34, and it's straight in that Top Secret gold, you know, that they do their cars in. Let me see if I can get out and get around a little bit. There you go. So, and let's go up the middle, try and stay out of everybody's way the best we can. And then on this side we got FD, I mean, like, check the mix out. FD, MK4, and 33. So wide-bodied. See if we can walk by, get by everybody. Like, the amount of people is just crazy. All right, get you guys a good look. All right, let's get the rest of the way past Nismo with them doing their thing. So you got the MK4 rocking the 35 engine. That's a cool swap. Everybody that loves their 2J is crying on that one.
I only need time.
Everybody's in line for merch. I'm definitely gonna have to pick up my stuff today. With everybody being in line. All right, let's run down through this side. We got Mazda over here. Let's see what Mazda's got on display. And then, like I said, we'll have to come back to Nissan and Nismo. Maybe get some bracing for my EK9 over here. I've always liked the carbon stuff. So for the bracing, I always like to run, especially like the 3-point. And that's what I've kind of been asking you guys about, is the 3-point versus the OEM And then somebody made a really good recommendation to taking that 3-point and just doing the wrinkle red in it, so it still looks like OEM. But I don't know. Maybe I'll come down and get some stuff for the EK9. I've run their shift knobs before. I've run their bracing before. I don't know. I really like it. I like the way it's made. I like the way it looks. I really like the titanium and the 3-point. But like, see, I could do the dead pedal for the EK9. See what else I can find. I'm always on the hunt for stuff for the EK9. Look how good the bracing looks though. I definitely like it. We'll have to see. We'll come back. Maybe we'll get a 3-point. We'll get a 3-point for the EK9. Get this one up here. Get that one right there for the EK9. Let's see. All right, so over in the Mazda booth, Mazda always has a pretty cool display. They always display their race cars or like their like Cup Series style cars. So you have the Miata. So you got the Miata. And then you've got the Mazda 6, or the Mazda 3, excuse me. So you get the little ND full race car. And then next to that, you've got, let's see if I can get by everybody. You've got the 3. It's really cool to see the 3s because back home, the 3s, I kind of feel like they're neglected. And I don't know, they're just not looked at the same way with the same passion. Old school, like the old school Mazda, like the Speed 3s, the Speed 3s were different. A lot of people like the Speed 3s, they like the extra power and everything, but the newer generation, I just don't see as many. And I don't know, I think it's kind of too bad. Look how good it would look. Like, I mean, wide-bodied out, you know, yes, it's a little extra race car, but exterior-wise, it isn't that hard to do it something like that. Bridgestone's doing a little display. This is, oh, what special edition Porsche is this? You guys are gonna kill me because I don't remember off the top of my head. It's running the new RE71 RZs, which the RZs are definitely next going on the car because I have the RE71 RSs on the EK9. This is the 959 Porsche. I've only seen like 1 or 2 of these. They're super, super rare. Let me see if I can get around back and show you guys. But yeah, these, I think I've only seen 1 or 2 of these. And I know any of the hardcore Porsche fanatics that watch my stuff are gonna jump all over this. I knew what it was when I saw it, I just couldn't remember the model. So, man, this is really cool to see. But yeah, this one I know there was only a handful made because I've only ever seen a couple. Full race prep, GR. This one is no headlights, still advertising the RE71 RZs. So I definitely can't wait to get into this tire. They supposedly redid the compound on it. This is the RE005. That's interesting. So it's listed as for casual sport, but look, it's actually got a pretty good, almost like a Michelin center with the extra cuts. So like the cuts look more like the RS and now the RZ kind of incorporated into this tire. That's pretty cool. We'll have to see. And then we'll come down. I mean, look how good they look. Those are, I mean, we just don't get all the same tires. So RE10s, those are special edition. Look, GR86 Cup tires. So look, super like almost full slick on the outside with just a little bit of tread, and then it's kind of got, you know, the new RZ and like RS style cuts through them for channeling. RE11s. Maybe I should just get a set of these. What do you think? Man, they look good. I don't know. There's something about tires for me. I love tires. If you guys aren't into tires, sorry, because I definitely spent extra time down through here. Then we got our off-road ones. Got a smaller truck ones, the RE71Rs. Let's go over there. Let's check out the RE71Rs, because anything. So this is coming up through the lineup, right? RE71Rs, 15s. Okay, have the center channel. Kind of looks like another brand tire that has it. Then you have the RSs. So the RS is what I'm in right now on the EK9. And then their newest is the 71RZs. So you can see they changed kind of the depth. They changed the pattern a little bit. And then the compound of the tire is supposed to be different now. So the RE71RZs are definitely what's going on the EK9 next. Have I said that yet? Did I say that the RZs are what's going on the EK9? They are. That's definitely what I'm going to put on next. I just ended up with another set of the RSs, and then once I'm through that set of the RSs, the RZs will be next on the list. I might just order them and just have them waiting. We'll see. All right, so let's keep making our way through. This is just the first 4 hauls, and I mean, you guys see how crazy it is already. We're over here in Cusco. Let me flip you guys around. You can see you got a bunch of dudes piled up because they're doing an interview. But the one thing I like about Cusco's is they always have the 2.5 on display, and the 2.5 is definitely like one of my favorite cars. So let's head. I don't know. Let's head this way. I was gonna head the other way, and there's just too many people. So, you guys, what do you think so far? This is just absolutely crazy for Tokyo Auto Salon, and the way kind of Tokyo Auto Salon always goes. I just spotted Tone. I'm gonna go pop in. I'm gonna check out the tools over in Tone, see if maybe I pick up something that I'm gonna have to carry with me the rest of the day. But let me check those out. Once I look at that, I'll pop you guys back in, and we'll finish up hauls 1 through 3, and then keep moving down. All right, so I'm over in the Endless booth. You guys know, Endless is on my short list of what I need to pick up for the EK9. I actually should try and see if I can pick up some pads while I'm in Japan. That way I don't have to spend money on the extra fee to get them in. Because right now that extra fee was really bad. But I definitely want to pick up a set of their big brake setup for the EK9. Let's see what they got on display for you guys. Little 35. Again, a bunch of FL5s on display. Got Inky's booth over here on this side. We'll take a walk through over there. Maybe they're playing some music, so maybe we'll just take a quick walk through and I'll show you guys. But the Yaris is super popular here. It's too bad in the US that we just can't get this. Let's see, Inky's got on display. I'll run through real quick because they got some music playing, but let me show you what they got in the booth and what they got on display. All right, guys, so I figured I better pop on and show you. It's not often that you get to see a super clean 300ZX. So I had to pop on and show you guys. Check it out in the booth. You know, it's a wheel booth. So here, I'll show you guys. But the simple fact that they have a really clean 300 or a Fairlady Z, you know what it is here, is actually really cool to see. So I figured I would show you guys that. Always a nice little bonus. Look, you got the big caddy over here. This is where they do like the crazy paint setup. So every time you come through, like they always have something just really insane for paint. Etching that they do, like the paint work is just crazy. So I always love to kind of see what they have on display here, and what they show. Let me see if I can get you down here where they had a Caddy or a Tahoe down here. Let's take a look. See, so look how crazy it is. It's all like kind of chameleon, so it flips, and then they've got all your extra lining in it, all the extra detailing in it, all the extra like turning and metal finish that you would see in like lowriders. So like this is, you know, you put your flake down and then you turn it on each one of these, and that's how you get that on display. And it's all done by hand. It's really crazy the how like custom their paintwork is, and it always just looks incredible. Let's walk through Ray's. Let's see what Ray's has on display, and we're still in the first 3 halls. How crazy is that? Let's walk through and see. Let's see what kind of goodness they've got. They had a bunch of TE stuff on display. Look, T37 30th. They've got their SLs, their TTAs, their Ts, the standards. They've got their older like touring edition. It's kind of cool. They got it all on display. They got some music playing over here, so I don't know how well that's gonna go. But like, look, even all the way through their truck edition of their TEs. And then, of course, on display, you're gonna have R888Rs, nice, and the T37 30th with on an FL5. I mean, look how good it looks on the FL5. Varis kitted, so that looks good. And then they did the flip flop of the wheels, so they have the 2 different color, 2 different styles on each side. Which, why not? If you're gonna do it, I mean, Andrew the wheel company, it's gonna look good that way. So I don't know. Running army tricks for the exhaust on this. It's a good looking FL5. And again, like I was saying, just a ton of FL5 stuff. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything over here. What race car do we have on display over here? So you got one of the Yaris's like full rally spec. I love the double wing setup with, you know, it's not just an extension of the stock wing. It's actually a two-tiered replacement. That one's pretty cool. All right, that's going to put us over into Varis over here, and then what I'll do is once we do Varis, I'll walk this line because they always have a really cool set of cars on display, not vendor booths, so they're all on display. It's a mix. They are actual vendor cars, but a lot of the owners will be with their cars, and it's just cool. Like, we'll walk through that. That'll get us through halls 1 through 3, and that'll put us a quarter of the way through in an hour. So let's run through Varis's. Varis always has some of the coolest, not just cars on display, but along with the kits that they have, they just look really incredible. The extension on the wing that's actually has an attack adjustment, so that's cool. Run through this one. This one just has it extended with like more of a standard wing versus a spoiler, where that one's like a lip spoiler there. This one is more aggressive and has a full wing at the extension that you could still adjust your attack angle on. Real good looking set of wheels, wide bodied out, So again, the GR brand. So you have the GR4, you have the Yaris. They've got the Yaris done a couple different ways. Everybody, look, everybody's running the 71 RZs. So this one, so you can see as we went down, it had a regular spoiler, you know, like a little lip spoiler that you could do an attack on. This has a wing, and then this has a swan neck or reverse on it. That's really cool. That basically you can get it in each of however aggressive you want to be down the line with your build or your car or how you're driving it. You're able to get 3 different ways. Super cool. Super cool. All right, so of course we have the FL5 because you knew we would. ND Miata. Hood looks really good on this. I like that they did the extra like body line through here. But the ND looks really great. Varis for the lip and like all your carbon accents. FL5. So they've been doing like the last couple like generations of cars that they've been doing. What they've been doing is a really aggressive setup and then like more of like a street. So you have like almost a race, you know, street fighter, a little bit deeper than the standard street. I like how they 2-stage the lip down here. We always talk about that to protect the carbon. They've got a full ST2 prepped FL5 in the booth. Running Endless, man. I keep seeing the Endless. I think I'm just brainwashed, and I need the Endless. And then they have the different carbon. So this is the larger kind of, I don't know, I want to call it checker style carbon. More aggressive, adds the little winglets, further extension on the front wing down here. This is definitely their track edition version that you can see is a lot more aggressive. The wide body has the vents in the fenders where the other one didn't. It was just kind of a, you know, a more smooth wide body look to it. But yeah, so last year they had the S2000s over here, and the S2000s were like more of a street and then a track setup. You got the GR. I think I need one of these as an extra car, as kind of like a daily fun car, or maybe just a full-on track car and just have fun with it. I don't know. I need to figure that out. But I think I want a GR as like, I don't know, just almost like a daily type of fun car. All right, let me get over here to the front. And what we'll do is I'll try and like kind of cut through and show you the cars they have on display over here. They always have some cool cars from Aria Maya. They always have, I don't know which hall I'm in. They like the manufacturer kind of their overflow of cars that they just can't fit in their booth, they'll put out here. So let me walk back and forth on these, and I'm gonna show you these cars, and then that'll get us out of halls 1 through 3, which is literally just the first set of halls, and then we'll keep running through the rest of them. But let me flip you guys around and show you. We're definitely gonna have, because we're right outside the RE booth, we're definitely gonna have some of their cars, on display. So you get the FC with, looks like they're building a 3-rotor setup in it. Look how good this FD looks. I'm gonna cut in, give a little shout out to Omoshiro because that's where we rented our car from. It's where I rent most of my cars from. So just shout them out because I saw the plate down here. So they have a FD and an FL5 that they're showing on display out here. So that's pretty cool. Figured I'd give them a little shout out, and then we'll get back to running through the rest of these cars. Alright guys, so let's do a little walkthrough of Mugen and Honda over here. Let me show you guys what they have in their booth. So the big thing is, of course, that they're doing the Prelude. So instead of the FL5 with, you know, the two different body setups that they have for that, now they're starting to do the Prelude. So they now have the Mugen Edition Prelude. I like that they did it on like this flat matte silver. So this is their Spec 3 trim is what they're calling this. You can see mirror caps, the front little extensions on it, the little winglets down through here. They of course got the seats, so they get the Recaro seats in it. It's really cool. Again, it's good that we're seeing the support. It's always hard on a new car if there isn't enough of that aftermarket support and love. Then, you know, the cars definitely don't go as well because there isn't enough support. There isn't enough of us as enthusiasts that help support the car. And that was part of the conversation that we were having, was, you know, did they market the Prelude enough to the enthusiasts? And I don't know, in the US market, you know, especially what I'm getting from you guys as feedback, I'm getting a lot in the comments that you guys think that Honda missed on the Prelude and that they didn't take advantage or necessarily do it in the way that the enthusiasts would have liked the most. So I'm kind of curious to see how it keeps going, how it does here in Japan, and if it does take off here in Japan, whether or not that'll help spur the market back in the US. Because you guys know how it is, what we see here in Japan, you know, if it's a going trend a year or two later, you know, typically it does catch on with us in the US. So I'm kind of curious to see if the Prelude does continue to grow here in the Japan market, if it'll help spur it along through the US market. So you can see they got a bunch of their race car stuff. I think it's great that Honda pushes and supports, you know, the Honda Racing or the HRC stuff. I think this makes a big difference for us back home when, you know, we get to see these cars, and like this fully race prepped Prelude edition down here is amazing. The the Mugen edition's cool, but like the full race edition that they have over here is awesome. Let me see if I can get you guys cut in a little bit and show you. There's definitely a good crowd around it over here. But, you know, it's listed as the Prelude concept. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the way it should be. This is, I think, what we're missing, and where we'd like to be is the way this Prelude is sitting right here. So you guys, let me know if the Prelude came to us like this, would the market be different? Would we be having a different conversation with the way the car is? Or look, the extensions, would this be what we would actually be looking for in the US market? You guys, let me know what you think about that. I'm gonna keep going through the Honda booth. We'll keep headed down. So the HRC edition Prelude here, I think, is a really good look at where you could end up with this car. So you guys, let me know what you think about that, and I'm gonna keep going. Let me see what else we got in the Honda booth, and then we'll keep going from there. Alright, so what I wouldn't have expected to be such a big display and such, you know, a huge booth here at Tokyo Auto Salon, I want to show you, because this I expect back home, 100%. This I didn't expect here. Check it out. They have the Z06 on full display here. So that's how hard Corvette is pushing this in the market. So like I said, I would expect 100% to see you know, a Z06 on display back home, but to see it here, not only you have the Z06 here, you have the standard Corvette display here. They're playing, let me get you, they're playing like videos of it being on track. Like, again, I'm definitely surprised to see it here at Tokyo Auto Salon. So you guys, let me know what you think about that. All right, guys, so let's take a walk around Active Garage's booth. You guys know, if you don't, like, they're known for their full carbon fiber GTRs. So you can see transitions from the black into the red, wide bodied. Look, I've seen this one at SEMA. So shout out to the homies. We know them from SoCal. But yeah, you can see full carbon fiber. Typically, they'll run something special for the motor. Usually they stroke it out a bunch, or like I've seen one of theirs that runs even ITBs with like an RB30 setup. So running HKS and Nismo goodies plus their own stuff. Next to that, they have their new like Spec 2 edition of the R32. You can see full carbon fiber. Look, it says for sale, just ask for price. But yeah, so full carbon fiber. The big thing that I like with theirs is like their carbon fiber like matches. So that's a really hard thing when you get carbon fiber. The weave and the pattern of the weave matches, which is really hard. But like as you go all the way down the body, when you go from panel to panel, that weave all matches. And then as you cross over, look, as you cross over from the quarter panel to the rear deck, that weave then matches. It's really incredible to get the weave as it goes from panel to match, because you run out of material. And then when you go to line up the material, especially like onto this side, you can see they've got it to where the weave still mates up. It's crazy. So that's one of those things that for their setup, that is like one of the reasons I love it so much, really. So cool. They're gonna put it down. We'll get a couple pictures of this, but you guys, let me know what you think about this. I love, look at it, look how good it looks on the 32 with the BBSs. I mean, just looks incredible. So let me back up a little bit so everybody can get their photos. So this is a fun one. Little truck back, like El Camino back on it. You guys know what it is yet? Let me get you around the front. It's fun, right? I like when there's something done a little different. Good old engine swap on the Z. And then coming down through this corner, we got a bunch of the vans. So you guys know I love the vans. I can't wait for these to start coming in where I can get like the newer editions. I know you guys will probably tell me to shut up in the comments about the high aces, but I mean, over the Nissan, like the Nissan looks cool, but I don't know, the Toyota, I just really like the Toyota van better. That's kind of cool. You got a Cybertruck down here and some other EVs, but look, I mean, just look how luxurious it is. It's so cool. We'll do like we did with the other haul, and I'll walk you guys through all of this, but let's take a look at what other cars we have on display. And we'll get through the next set of hauls. This will be 4 through 6 once we get to walk back through here. Let's see what kind of little mini G-Wagons we got over here. Yeah, M Speed over here. It's pretty cool. They got cool display stuff. What do you guys think? Honda Prelude, kitted up. You guys like it? You guys like it a little better? Dumped out, kitted up. I don't know. I actually like the way it looks. I think maybe a little miss on the performance side, but I definitely like the way it looks. I'm not knocking it on the way it looks. So I was just looking at my floor mats that I wanted, right? So I was just taking a look through, and I was over here at, you know, 8-Pit Auto Box, because I was like, I wonder if they have anything in stock. And one of the guys I was talking with was like, no, you know, they're custom made, they're custom ordered. But what he was telling me, all right, get this. This is what's great about doing these kind of events and coming out here, is what he was telling me was, yeah, they might be made to order, they may be custom ordered, but he could also customize like the little plate on them. So maybe I could even get my own logo on them. Oh man. And he was saying custom make the whole rear trunk liner too. So not only could I do floor mats, but I could do the trunk liner, which I would love to have the trunk liner, because that would be super cool. So you guys stay tuned for that. I'm gonna run through, see if it'll focus on Carol's website, and see if maybe I can order the floor mats I was looking for. That was so stuff like that is really what makes almost like the trip, you know, worth it. Is you get some information and you're like, oh, okay, cool. And like, I didn't realize I could get the rear trunk mat done and that it was custom. So that's super cool to see. Sorry, I'm trying not to skip too much for cars. Look, RE71 RZs. We're gonna see them everywhere. That's definitely one of the tires. I got a whole big group of dudes with cameras down here, so you know what that means. Look, you got the models here doing their thing, and we've got all of them. Look, and look at all the dudes. Look at all of them. So it's pretty funny. All right, so let's try and get past all the dudes with their cameras. Look, the models just left and they all disperse. It's like the fire alarm went off and they all just run away. All right, so let's run back up through here, see what else we can find over here, and keep running through the hall. Oh, look, they've got, who is this Carl? Oh, so check out their GR lineup, and it's all like off-road setup, and it's all like rugged with the way the wrap is set up. They got a big push bar on the front, so instead of like cut out bash bars, they actually have like legit off-roading push bars. They got the tire mount set up for the top. They're running wide body on this. I really like this setup. This is actually really cool. This is definitely a different look for the 8.6. I really like how wide body this looks. Super aggressive. And instead of just doing like deletes with bash bars, they're doing like actual like push bars, off-roading type of push bars. That's really cool. Not what we normally get to see or what we look at home. So definitely appreciate the new look with the way they're doing their kits, and not only the design of the actual kit, but how they took like this off-roading version and like this matte version of it. Look how wide the back end is on this. Look how wide these fender bumps are, man. And then we've got more of the street style setup where we run down through one of the wheel brands down through here. The 400s are actually, I think, more popular here in Japan than they are back home. I definitely see more 400s here. Got Olin's over here. I always gotta check out Olin's. You know, I love to run Olin's. I ran it on my S2K. Got the model doing her thing. Got FL5 race car. You got the Alpine over here. You got the R35 race car. It's a good set of cars. I like that they basically ran all race cars down through the line, gave a a street prepped, but still a race car here. I don't know. I'm so torn on suspension for the EK9 because I would love to run a set of Öhlins on the EK9, but I don't know. Like, there's so many other brands that I have to choose between. So we'll see. We'll see. I loved my Öhlins on my S2000. So it wouldn't surprise me if I went back to them. It's just whether or not I go to them on the EK9 or a different car. All right, let's run away from this music. All right, so we got Weds over here, Wed Sport, another one of those JDM brands that just makes super cool wheels. Let's see what they got over here up in their booth, see if there's anything new. So you got kind of the grouping, you know how it is with distributors. They do a bunch of different wheels. So here's Wed Sports. Oh, these are the TCs are real cool. Let's see what else we got over here. I like the little ones down here. Those would be good on the EK9 for like an extra wheel. And then look how deep dish these are. Those look great. In white, they have them displayed over in white and also in black. That is definitely a good looking wheel. So they have it just listed as a concept 3-piece. But you can tell, like even them, they're looking at it like, wait, what are these? These are definitely a good set of wheels. What do you think? White or black? Man, I don't know. They definitely look good. Couple dumped out vans. See, look how good the Toyota looks. Got the LCF. These look amazing to me. These are the ones I just referred to as spaceships. They just always look so cool. Looks like we've got Max Arito and his booth down here, so I'm sure it'll be him and his daughter doing their thing, doing autographs, signing, and all of that. Max, I still need to visit his location. His location seems real cool. I just haven't had a chance to go visit it. Another little Hiace van over here, it looks like. So much fun. And then, we've got the school. So the school is always really interesting. They always take like a couple random cars, turn them into something else that you just don't expect. Like, looks like I have an A90 coming up. It's like a Fast and the Furious A90, but it's got wide-bodied. It's got a different front end on it. Look, A90 back end, right? Left-hand drive, super wide-bodied. The cluster isn't though, and look, you can see it's still being worked on. So they got it on air. You guys know what it is yet by the cluster? They got all the gauges in the background of the cluster. I'll try and get that and show you guys. So A90 front, old school 2J inside of it. Like, it's cool. It's almost converted over. They have an old Cali plate on it. That's fun. At the big body Toyota, and then next to it they have like the mini version of it. So it's hard to tell from back here, but it's a little K car dressed up the exact same way with the A90 back end, the super front end. So it again, just a ton of fun. So they have this one's the Daihatsu, and then they've got the MK4 converted, both converted over to like A90s. So super fun. I always love what they do, because they always pick really interesting cars, and they're always fun cars. So I don't know. It's always good to see what they come up with. It's the new generation for the most part, because it's the school with the kids, and like that's part of their automotive program that they do. So I don't know. I always see that. let's see what Petronas has in their booth. It is, yeah, that's what I thought. Let me show you guys this, because I'd have got in trouble if I had missed this.
Experience the power of innovation, trusted by 8-time world champions. Petronas Cintium, because your engine deserves nothing less than excellence.
Look at the active arrow in the vents. That's crazy, the way the vents are. Got the big single spine on it. This is just amazing the way this looks. So you guys comment below. Tell me which model this is. Throw it in the comments. Do you guys know which one this is? I'll give you guys a clue. There's only one. I'm just kidding. But yeah. So if you guys know, you know what I mean by one. But yeah, this Mercedes is crazy. This is cool to see. I want to look at those vents because they look like they were active, but are they actually active? No, they look, I don't know. I don't see any little actuators on them, so maybe they're not active. Maybe it's just the actual angle that they pick. But Cup 2Rs too, so that's crazy. Let's see what, let's walk through that first row. We'll head over, walk through that first row I was telling you guys, and then head over into the next hall, get through the next hall, and whew, that might be it for today. I might have to save the rest for tomorrow. But let's see what we can find. Max has got his MK4 in, which we got lucky one time. Saw him roll up in it at Daikoku with it one time. That was pretty cool. He parked over in the truck area, got yelled at and told he wasn't allowed to be, and then he went home. But that's cool. And then of course all their stuff. Number 7 Racing over here. Oh, what's up? And then I caught up with them, so let me see what they're up to. All right, guys, so that puts us through another set of halls. We're gonna walk this last set of halls over here, and that'll probably be all we get done for today. That still leaves us the main hall section, which is 9, 10, 11, something like that. So we're gonna run through here. I'm gonna show you guys what's in this section. We've got like BMW, Recaro. We got still a bunch of really cool manufacturers and displays. So we'll run through here, then we'll probably run out of time. But let me flip you guys around, show you here. Right off the bat, we're just gonna start with a cool little V-dub. And then you got a wide body EG, little mod perfume base. So let me run you guys around the car a little bit and show you. Little wide body, definitely playing music down through this area. So I'll do my best to show you guys what I can on this and show you what I can on the car. I like, so my big thing on this that I think is, so it's kind of the details for me that I find as I run through. So the hood's cool. Check out what they did for the sunroof. That's one of those details that I think we end up missing on a lot of our builds, where like the whole kit will get done, everything will look really good, but it's like that last little finishing piece that really puts it over the top and, you know, puts that last stamp on it, I guess. All right, so we got ADRO over here. You guys know I always talk good about ADRO. I like the way their stuff fits. I know the guys that work over on the US side of things. So let's see what they have for display. We've got the GR, which you have to. Like, you have to have the GR for display. Their Supras are always on point. You guys know I love the big rear wing that they do on the Supra, the wide body. So then, let's see what they've got on the M4 over here, because the M4, they just released a new front end for. Hello again. Trying to get myself with the rope. So, the new front end, I think, looks amazing on this car. I really liked the previous gen, and I really liked the previous gen like wide body, but the new version I think looks really awesome. And then what's kind of fun that they have on display is they've got the M4 convertible. Everybody always forgets about the convertible, but the M4 convertible looks really good. I don't know. It's one of those cars that it's definitely has a big enough consumer base. You know, there's a little difference in the back quarter over here versus the standard one, but otherwise, I mean, the hood looks great. So I don't know. I think it looks great. What do you guys think of? Do you think the way ADRO did their kit, the way they did the BMWs, do you think with that huge G80 front end that everybody kind of complained about but got used to and was okay with, do you like now that they kind of pinched it down more like the G87? Look, I already got a yes right there. So they pinched it down more like the G87, and it looks really good. So you guys comment, let me know what you think about how ADRO's doing this and how ADRO's expanding out here in Japan and doing their thing out here in Japan. And we'll keep running through, and I'll keep showing you guys what else is out here.
の辺りいいドリフトが見せられないというところもありまして、まずは1台ずつ登場ということになりますが、まず最初に出てきたのは昨年度のシリーズチャンピオン藤野秀幸です。さあ藤野秀幸、東洋タイヤドリフト3回目のシリーズチャンピオン、逆転劇で最後のタイマーを飾りました。そして昨年のシリーズチャンピオンリアル初の子は柴田レーシングチーム野間切高台。さあ野間切高台、昨年度は3のシリーズチャンピオンを割っていました。しかし年間のシリーズチャンピオンには1ポイント足りずという昨シーズン、今シーズンが本当にどういうことになるかという楽しみな野間切高台選手です。さあ続いての登場ということになります。声出しサウンドが聞こえてまいりますが、
while we're out here, I figured I would do a little parking lot walk and talk. We'll see what we see out here. We're gonna head back into Tokyo Auto Salon, but I wanted to come all the way out and kind of run through and just show you the randomness that is in the parking lot. I mean, look, Atashi Wrap Challenger on works. Like, how cool is that? Pure Japanese, again with the Atashi wrap, but works wheels on the American car. So cool. We got a couple Swifts, a bunch of FL5s, and then, like I said, we'll take a walk down through. We're all the way in the back of the lot. We're heading back into the main building, so I'll just kind of show you what we find as we walk down through. Wingless S15, of course, is always beautiful. So little side note, so if you guys hung out, you kind of watched through, figured I'd give you guys a little extra. We'll bounce in between lanes as we see stuff and head back in, and just see what we can do, do some parking lot spotting. All right, let's go. All right, so like I was saying, we'll walk through. Look, you got the M4. You've got, is that really a G80? That doesn't look like a G80, doesn't it? It looks weird.
It looks a little weird.
Like when you look at it next to the M4, the G82, it almost looks like, man, I hate to say it, but like it almost looks like a 340. I'm sorry if that's your G80 and I just called it an M40. I kind of feel bad for doing that. Oh man, let's see what else we got down this way. Got the new Land Cruiser, the HK, yeah, the little Suzuki little K trucks. Got a 400. Got Advan GTs on it. We'll make a quick little run down through here and see what we see. A little Hakone edition GR. See, this is the one I was talking about.
Oh yeah, the X.
Yeah, MK4. It's cool to see an MK4. You know what the game is that we play back home, right? Automatic or manual. So big Advan GTs on it. Split Recaros. It's interesting. He's got like the confetti Recaros on that side and just like a plain one, like a plain old school one on this side. It is manual though, so scores points for being a manual. I didn't realize the BYDs made like a little tiny little SUV. I thought they only made the bigger like Tesla style ones. But this is, I mean, basically pure JDM heaven just coming down through here. It's got the V-mount setup on it. Nice, just clean FD, little tiny wide body. Just, and we're only going down one row so far. Got the Chaser. I hear him doing the drift demos up there. We're headed back up to see some of that. Let's see what else we got down here. The vans are awesome. I got an Evo 5 on this side, yellow, next to a little Fiat 500 that's wide bodied. look at this little wide body Fiat 500 with a Evo 5 in yellow next to it. Oh man, that looks so good. Another little green Evo on this one. Let's see what else we got down here. So we got an M2 on this side. Got a little Porsche. Got a 180 down this way. Little pink 180. Little GT3 for you guys. M2 looks good. On like the anodized gold. 33. Nice little Nismo 33, full Nismo. Wheels, works about quick release, all the Nismo goodies inside. You know who I'm shooting this car for, right? You guys know. All the highest vans. I love these things. Look how good this thing looks right here. Little Suzuki Swifts. Got a little Altezza. What's he on? Some Inky PF05s. Looks about the same as what we see back home. You know, still a little beat, still a little rough around the edge. But I mean, Alpenstars. The vans, like especially like the highest style vans, these are perfect. You run, instead of running people in the back, you just have everything pulled out. You run parts, you run, oh, the NSX. Oh. Another GR, Tom's kit on it. We had to wait in line like almost 40 minutes to get into the parking lot. R35. No, he's coming in banging some music. Big body. I don't know what he's saying, but he's giving directions. This looks good on some Koses. Oh, look at the Caddy. Haha. The Caddy S660 R35. That looks good. Left hand drive G35. That's left hand drive.
Yeah, it's regular G35.
Yeah. GT4, all-wheel drive. I don't know what this is. Look at this like little minivan something or other. I don't know what it is. It's cool though. That's fun. Let's four-door 34, all set up to drift. You can tell the rear diff on it and everything. Just struggling. Just struggling, yeah. right, let's cut over. Got another 4-door 34 coming through. Big body Lex over here. I mean, literally outside is its own show. I could walk back and forth for days out here. I just don't have enough time. Maybe I'll get some more time tomorrow. 34 over there. Big LC over here. RC? Yeah. LTT. That thing's huge. Look at the wide body 34. I know. It's hard not to just like run back and forth to everything. Watch your stuff. Yeah, V-Spec 2. Wide it out on some, what's he running? Advan AO50s. Nice. Big wide body. Super cool. Super cool. All right, let's head inside. We're gonna head back inside. We're gonna keep doing this, keep having fun. I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna probably run it like as a little intermission for you guys, and that's it. We'll get back at it. We'll keep running through, and you guys let me know what you think. It's funny because this is something I always talk about. BBS, the BBS wheels are just classic on a Euro car. So you can see, even here in Japan, you've got the M3 with a beautiful like two-tone green and tan interior. Next to the GT3 RS. And again, BBSs, they're just that classic wheel that always look amazing on a Euro. Let's see what we can find over here in Toyo tires and over in Subaru. I think Subaru released, so that's cool because they were doing like a talk. They always have cool off-road stuff. They have music playing in the background, but let's see let's see what we can find over here in the Toyo booth. You know, for SEMA, let me flip you guys around, because for SEMA, it's all about Toyo Tread Pass. So I always like to come out and see, you know, compared to what the cars they put at SEMA, what kind of cars that they're going to put out here for display. So let me show you real quick Monster. So you got Monster Sport over here. They've got a couple really interesting like race cars. And then like it kind of looks like the like Escuda, like that I would race in. Like it's interesting. It's like a Suzuki Swift, just absolute nuts race car. But sorry, I got distracted. Let me show you guys. Let's go over here by Toyo, see what they have on display. They got the AMG GT3, which is just absolutely beautiful. Be nice if he wasn't there so I could get my photo, but I'm sure he'll move in just a second while the music's playing. I will tell you what, the crowds are super, super hard today. There's just a ton of people everywhere. I guess he really needs to get that photo because everybody's waiting for him and his baby to get out the way. Because see how good it would look if he wasn't standing there? That's it. But that's the challenge of trying to do this. He wants that photo of like the fuel filler. And all right, it was kind of funny, but I'm gonna run down here and then we'll make it back over there. The Porsche GT3 Touring, beautiful. They, you know, their display booth is fun. They have their 35th anniversary of Proxies. They have, like I was saying, the Mercedes AMG GT3 over here, which is just nuts. And then let's see what else we got on the other side of things over here. Of course, their tires. I've run a bunch of them. So they've got their GR Cross Country. I don't even know what this thing is over here. This thing is just absolutely nuts. Oh, it's an old Hilux. I mean, not old, but you know what I mean. It's like the old school Hilux. Just trucks. That's interesting. This thing's crazy. And then next door we have Subaru. So of course we've got, and let me show you guys. So you got the Borg STI, which is their wagon. I actually really like their wagon. I think that one's pretty cool. And then you have the new STI, which we'll see if we get it in the States. Still doesn't have the color match fenders though, which is kind of weird. And then let's see what they've put on display over here up front and see if I can get you guys a little look at the new one. So here's their new STI Sport is what they're calling it. Looks pretty cool. As a fender flare, as the still not color matched up front. I don't know. There's something about not having it color matched up front that bothers me. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna walk through the rest of the hall. We'll probably do that last lineup. Let's see. We have race driver interviews. So I'm gonna run through that first line of cars like we have been to close out each of the halls, and maybe that'll be it. We'll see what else I can find for today. But we're getting late. I'll try and run back through things just a little bit and try and get away from who's playing music. It's funny, the other two halls had no music, almost no music whatsoever. And then I get through this one and like every other booth has music in it. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let me walk you guys through this front line, and then we'll see what else we can get in today. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me show you what's up here. and we'll keep going. Look at the crowd, just straight fighting to get their photos in. Let me show you. Let me show you what everybody's like. Look at everybody. Everybody just fighting for their photos. It's kind of funny. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. All right, let me flip you guys around. We've got, I mean, you got some big boys up with the Lambos. So it looks like we've got what? A Revolto SVJ up here. Got one of the Z06s on Brixton's, so Brixton Forge. Then you got, of course, the SVJ we were just talking about. Let's see. I was showing you guys the EG6 over here. So let's see what else we got. RS3. I'm gonna walk you guys through. We'll do this last part, and then we'll see what's left after that. All right, guys, so they're playing the music, and once they start playing the music, that's the end of it. I'm gonna head up. I wonder if this music will actually trip. You know what, I'm gonna do this twice, because I don't know if the music's patented. I don't know. Anyways, you guys, let me know what you think. This was Tokyo Auto Salon 2026. I highlighted, ran through, so if you guys liked it, let me know. Drop it in the comments, and that's what this is. Isn't this like the New Year's theme or something? I don't know. I am so tired. I'm ready to go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Look, check it out. And man, it was crazy. So you guys, drop those comments. Let's talk about it. Let me know what you thought. If you liked it, you hung out to the end, thanks. We're gonna keep doing just nothing but craziness all week out here in Japan. So I guess, oh, hey. Look, no more music. All right, so they're playing the music downstairs. That's it. That means it's time to go. So I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed Tokyo Auto Salon. I tried to highlight all the good stuff for you, tried to show you all the odd stuff and different stuff, and really just compare it to, you know, what we have in the States, what we're doing in the States. So you guys drop those comments. Let me know what you thought. I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna head to the first night meet, first underground meet. That never ends either. So, all right, I guess that's it. Guys, stay tuned. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe, hit that notification, and you guys can keep hanging out with me in Japan all for the next 2 weeks. And then once I'm back in SoCal and doing all the rest of my travels. So, all right, that's it for now. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys at the next one. Thanks for hanging out to the end. All right, bye.